Take a look at the glass of water next to you. What if I told you that in less than a decade, the water inside that glass won't belong to nature, your city, or your government? It will belong to a Wall Street hedge fund you've never even heard of. While we are all distracted by inflation, politics, and tech stocks, the global rich have already started trading the end of the world. They are betting on exactly when your city will run dry. The charts reflecting on the screen are green. Stocks are soaring. Behind closed doors, glasses are clinking. But this time, what is being celebrated is not the public offering of a new technology that will change the world. What they are celebrating is drought. Welcome to the world. Here, everything has a price. Not just luxury cars, oil, or gold, but life itself. Today, while most of us worry about the price of bottled water going up by a few liras, or check the occupancy rates of our local dams, a much bigger game is being played in the shadows. Massive trillion-dollar funds, shell companies, and global elites are quietly building the greatest monopoly in history. They used to say, water is life. Today on Wall Street, water is simply a great investment vehicle. Welcome to Econ Noir. Today we dive behind the scenes of the climate crisis. Meet the Blue Gold Mafia. Who is really buying the world's water and soil? The Day Zero gamble. It all became official in late 2020. On the Chicago Mercantile exchange, just like oil, wheat, or gold, water began to be traded through futures contracts. Do you know what this means? The world's biggest financiers are now placing bets on whether it will rain or not. Is a drought expected in a certain region? That means water prices will rise. Buy the shares. Is a city on the brink of dying from thirst? A fantastic profit margin. When Cape Town, South Africa, faced the reality of Day Zero a few years ago, meaning they were days away from the city's water supply being completely cut off, the locals were in a state of panic. However, for some hedge fund managers on the other side of the world, this was a massive arbitrage opportunity. Water scarcity is no longer just an ecological disaster. It is a ruthless model of doomsday finance. The system works very simply. If supply decreases because demand is inelastic, meaning people have to drink water to live, the price can go up infinitely. No tech stock in the world can give you that kind of guarantee. The silent invasion and the secret beneath the soil. Of course, betting on water in the stock market is just the visible part of the business. The real operation is running in the physical world. Over the last decade, the world's largest pension funds, private equity firms, and certain well-known tech billionaires have been frantically buying up agricultural land. This is a silent invasion, stretching from the US to Latin America and right into the heart of Africa. But why? Did these people suddenly develop a passion for farming? No. Econ Noir rule number 1. If you don't understand the move on a chessboard, you are looking at the wrong board. What they are interested in is not the cherry trees or wheat stalks on top of the soil. They are interested in the aquifers, the underground freshwater lakes hundreds of meters below the surface. According to the laws of many countries, if you own a piece of land, you also own the right to extract the water beneath it. Through shell companies, they are installing massive pumps. They are sucking up the groundwater that has been there for hundreds of years. Water that feeds thousands of local farmers and towns at an industrial speed. While the wells of the villagers in the region run dry, the massive irrigation systems of billion-dollar corporations keep ticking without a hitch. The ownership of water is shifting from the states and being added to corporate balance sheets as a hidden asset. The invisible water trade and blood avocados. You might say, well, they can't package the water and ship it to other countries. That's too expensive. They aren't doing that anyway. Exporting water directly is for amateurs. Professionals trade in virtual water or invisible water. How? Let's go to the Petorca region of Chile. While the locals wait for tanker trucks just to find a single drop of drinking water, the massive fields right next to them are lush and green. That is because those fields grow avocados that will decorate the breakfast plates of wealthy Western countries. Here is the striking reality. It takes an average of 2,000 liters of water to grow just 1 kilogram of avocados. For 1 kilogram of almonds, that number jumps up to 16,000 liters. Giant corporations are not actually exporting fruit to Europe or North America. They are trapping the limited water resources of poor and drought-stricken countries inside these products and selling them to wealthy nations. Rich nations that want to protect their own water resources are essentially making developing countries pay their water bills. This is modern colonialism. It is not extracting gold or land. It is directly draining the source of life. A mortgage on the future. In the past, we have seen wars fought over oil. But you can live without oil. You can find other energy sources. The wind blows, the sun shines. However, there is no alternative to water. You cannot produce cheap water in a laboratory. Today, this system, built in the shadows, is constructing a structure that decides on your behalf whether water will flow when you turn on your tap one day and how much that water will cost. Elites are no longer building nuclear bunkers. They are buying up the land around freshwater sources, preparing to discipline the world through thirst. The Blue Gold Mafia is creating the most perfect and ruthless monopoly in history. Because to make a profit, they do not need to sell a luxury product. It is enough for their customers, that is, us, to simply try to survive. Think about this carefully as you pour your next glass. The price of your water is not just the small number written on your bill. It is a mortgage placed on your future. Thank you for tuning in to Econ Noir. See you in the darkness of the markets. Watch the shadows. Before you go, I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think water should be protected as a basic human right? Or is it destined to become just another ordinary commodity traded on Wall Street? Have you recently noticed any unusual water restrictions, price hikes, or massive land sales in your own country or region? Knowing the virtual water cost, has your perspective changed on products like avocados or almonds? Let's discuss in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to Econ Noir to stay one step ahead of the game.